welcome to M is 4. Today I am going to be playing with makeup that's my favorites, but that I haven't played with for a while. So welcome, hope everyone is doing well. We'll go ahead and jump right in. So with this move, there's been a lot of days that I haven't been wearing makeup, and then also with the illness issue, I guess you could say, also not been wearing makeup. So it's been kind of the slow progression of getting back into things and feeling more normal. So today, that's what we're doing. Very quick, empty. We've got the peach and the lily. This is the matcha pudding cream. This is one of the ones that I had traveled with. I need to finish rinsing out the container so I can recycle it. But we are done with that. I am back to using the CeraVe. It's the nighttime, but I use it for daytime. But it's just the regular lotion, not the cream in the pot. I use the cream in the pot for nighttime. But it was nice to go ahead and use through the peach and lily. I do like that. I have also the moisturizer and serum that's getting slotted in. This weather plus the new location has my skin pretty dry, so it's nice to be able to layer things, but things that are gentle too. So anyway, let's get started. So things that were favorites that have kind of fallen by the way. This is the Lisa Eldridge. This was something that I really loved for a quick, very natural looking, but surprisingly good coverage. I have not used it since I moved, so smells good. So it's good first thing. It is, our neighbors are slamming things this morning, so good news. It's like Zootopia with her loud neighbors. A couple of days ago, the neighbor was talking to their parents about 5 in the morning. So my partner had to go out onto the balcony and say, hey, yeah, we can hear everything you're saying. So anyway, hopefully things will get better that way. Nice that the person was talking to their parents. Just to feel like 6 a.m. at least would be reasonable for us to be up. So but if you're into 5, it's like, well, maybe that's a little early. The walls are very thin here. When we were reading the reports about it, and this is a lovely place we're in, but that you can hear the toilets flush from your neighbors. And the toilets are very loud, but they flush really well, which is nice. And they are partially air flush. So you have some water, but this is the water saving measures where it uses the air flush to it. So it's quite the interesting thing to get used to, but I like it. But it is loud. So upside, downside. Okay, I think we'll bring this down a little bit. This is a little light for where I'm at for my skin tone right now, but not too bad. Not too bad. We're just trying to get it all worked in. So anyway, it does feel like we're living in Zootopia. But we're loving it. Judy Hopps reporting. Okay, all right, so we got that on. For a little powder, this is the Quiet on Set setting powder, and this is by the Balm. I like the Balm products. They don't have a huge amount of products, but I like the ones that I have, and this is one that I got for the packaging, to be honest. But the Quiet on Set has a mirror, and then this is the powder. Really like the powder. Haven't used it in a while, but you know, the honest thing is I got it for the packaging. One of the things that I was going to comment on, I don't know if you've been on the Ulta app recently, but I just discovered, because I was kind of browsing, they have a lot of different things that you didn't used to be able to get through that. They've actually become kind of like an Amazon, only with cosmetics and things. They had the BK brushes, on there. I think I had mentioned I had run across, they had sex toys also, like female-friendly sex toys, and some other things, but they had the BK brushes on there. And then the other thing that I just bought off there, they had the Lumi deodorant. So I picked up, my partner had gotten, I had sent him to pick up some deodorant, and I thought there was a brand that I usually didn't have a problem with scent-wise. They've reformulated, I think it's both. They've reformulated and my sensitivity to fragrances have increased. It was untenable. It was just so perfumed. So I went on the Ulta website seeing what they had. And lo and behold, there was Lumi. I probably put on way too much powder, but anyway, so we're powdered. But anyway, I just thought the packaging, all of the different shades have different packaging on the front. I actually thought about picking up another one in just a shade darker for the different packaging, but I did not do that. Trying to hold back. So now for face color. I have two of these, one in the peach, one in the pink. This is the pink, this is the Halo, and they have a blush, two blushes, and then the highlighter and the bronzer. This is the peach saturation, no sorry, pink saturation. But anyway, it's the Halo. So we're gonna go in, we're just gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna go in, do a little bit of the contour. And I think this when it first came out, it got a lot of some buzz, but it's really a nice product. I like because it has both a warmer pink and a cooler pink. If you want to take a look at that. So you can really get a lot done. They do have the Cali Contour palette is one of my favorite face palettes, the kind of one and done. You just bring it with you. I travel with that a lot. I'm gonna go for cool pink today. Because I'm kind of doing the blues and greens today. I am wearing Mooncat nail polish. This is from their Avatar collection also. This is a thermal polish. So it's kind of, you can tell I'm in its cold stage. The warm stage is more of a, just a light blue, but it's fun. It has a lot of flakies in it, and I've been enjoying it quite a bit. It is from their Avatar. Spirit Water is the name of it. So I have been enjoying that. Okay, and like I said, this does have the warmer pink to it, so you could use that. And then gently over the highlighter. Okay, so this is just a really lovely face palette, and I have missed using it. So that's the Halo pink version. Okay, so it hasn't been that long probably since you've seen me use the Sigma Beauty and the Beast palette, but it's been a while since I've used it in real life, and it's one of my favorites. So we are going to be doing pink and blue, basically. This makes a lovely, like if you're doing browns, it just makes a very lovely neutral eye look for that. But I would recommend, this is one that I would recommend. Sigma is a great brand. I like their larger palettes better than I like their quads. So I usually am going to go for a palette before I go for a quad. Let's go ahead and we'll go into this pink. This is a Mrs. Potts, and then Mon Cherie, and then we're going to do Beast and Winter's Night is what we're going to do. So it's a a pink, basically a pink and purple and blue look. So, shocker, I know. I'm gonna go in first with the Beast with the liner shade, kind of the deepening contour and outside shade. The other exciting thing, we've been doing a lot of cherry blossom places to go see. We went to the Brookland Botanical Gardens the other day, and it was lovely. The cherry blossoms are in bloom. They're just ending now, so luckily we've gotten to see that. Would recommend that to anyone who's interested. Okay, so we're gonna go in the corner. But that's been a lot of fun, seeing the cherry blossoms. I feel like we've definitely been enjoying having seasons, although the winter part was very hard. You know, we got here right in the thick of, you know, the most snow that they've had in about 4 years. So that was, I think that's, people underestimate how grumpy people get with cold weather and snow, and trying to just deal with the day-to-day of trying to get to places and do things. I'm used to the heavy snow, but in, you know, those locations that are more, you know, the Idaho sorts of, where you can get snowed in, you can have days where you're getting blizzardy conditions, but you're really set up for that, and there's not tons of people trying to get somewhere all at the same time, like with the city. So that was a very different experience. And then of course we've been in California for a long time now, and we don't really, in California you can travel to the snow. You live in LA, you know, you go see the snow if you want to go see the snow, but you don't have to. You don't have to try and make it through your daily lives through the deep snow. So I realize those people that like have lived in a city with snow, the Chicago people, are just kind of rolling their eyes going, you know, just laughing. But anyway, we did have that, and now we're in these spring sorts of things. It rained, it was supposed to rain today and yesterday, but it actually turned out very nice. The day before it poured. It was even the dog decided she didn't want to go for third walk. She was like, Mabel was like, no, we're not doing that. Are you silly? But anyway, so that's, now we're back to feeling more like spring and summer. So that's nice. All right, so then I'm gonna go in with the sparkly purple shade. So we've been enjoying cherry blossoms. We've been enjoying the feeling of spring. What I'm wearing is more springy. Again, I haven't worn it for a while, so it felt very nice to pull out things that I haven't seen in a while. I'm also feeling more optimistic, I think. Some of that is just getting out of winter. People are nicer, it's spring, you know. But also, I'm working on a new project, both a writing project and a project for the interwebs. I'm going to be launching a new channel and a Patreon for screenwriting. So I've been in the process of planning that, and working on what the future videos will be for that. And so that's been very nice. It's always good if you suffer from any sort of seasonal depression too. I feel like it's really good to have projects that you can look forward to, that you can work on, just anything to keep things from being, you know, that lovely hopelessness feeling. So I'm going to use my finger for the pink, and then for the winter's night for the inner corner. Let me put a little bit of the purple on the bottom lash too while we're at it. Okay, and let's do pink. And then, this is rose petal, but it's very pink, not the red that was the rose in Beauty and the Beast. But anyway, I'll try and let you know when I have the other channel up and running. Because I was thinking about, there's a lot of people, even if you're not screenwriting, you may be doing other sorts of writing that you're looking to have a more compelling take on things on your writing. And I think that can also, the channel that I'm working on can also have use value for that. I'll be posting here on YouTube for some of that, and also then again, like I said, on Patreon for extra stuff. I have not done Patreon before. If anyone has any advice, I would definitely be interested in that. So I'm just blending a little bit up top here. It's just something that I was thinking about that I have, you know, I've taught before. I've taught intro to film, I've taught English, literature, things like that. But I think to go through the actual writing of screenplays and so forth, I think people might really enjoy. Okay, so let's go to, where is my eyeliner? Because I think this is all the farther we're gonna go as far as the eye situation. For our eyeliner, we can use the Psychedelic Sista. This is Urban Decay. I've used this quite a bit. You can also use this as a lip liner if you're looking for a purple that you can't find. Just make sure that you sharpen it before you use it for eyeballs, and vice versa, but especially if you're putting on your eye. Okay, then the last thing, we're going to go in with the white. Just adding a little more deepness and purpliness. So I'm curious what people are excited about for spring, or just in general, what you're excited about. If you have any exciting goals for the coming spring, summer. Any travel plans? Right now I'm just living through everybody else vicariously through travel plans because we're here. However, this is someplace I've always wanted to visit, to travel in, so we're kind of having like mini travel season. Okay, so let's go in. Maybe I'll use a brush for the interior. No, maybe not. I was looking to see if we had more of an inner eye brush. Okay, that's good. So I guess we'll use this as a flat tipped brush. We'll just go easy on it. Okay, it's just very little bit. All right, we'll apply some mascara, and then we'll go to lips. Very exciting. Also, if there's anything else you guys want to see on this channel, I haven't been getting a lot of new makeup. There is some makeup that I've been keeping my eye on. Glamlite has another collection for Barbie coming out, which you've probably seen some. They also have a couple of lip kits that are of interest to me, that are new. The last, I ended up picking up the coffee lip kits from them, and then also the red wine lip kit. What I'm interested in now is there's a Tiff lip kit, and there is it looks like the Barbie is going to have new lip kits too, so I am looking at that. Very excited. Hopefully that's going to be of interest. Okay, so I'm going to use the Glamlite Rivendale lip pencil, which is like a cool berry. I haven't been using a lot of lip liner lately. It's mainly because I've been using just lip gloss or lipstick with no lip liner. I love the Rivendale lip kit from Glamlite. I love this. Their lip gloss is nice, but it is in one of those very tight topped containers, so you don't have to get any gloss out. But it is a beautiful piece, and it's more for me than it's like has that little collector vibe to it. Okay, and then for our lipstick, I'm not going to use any gloss today. I'm just going to be using this Pat McGrath, the Budoir Bloom, and it's in the packaging from the same packaging the Bridgerton collection was in, but it's not listed as Bridgerton collection. It's just from these, but I love this formula. Really enjoy it. It's very creamy, and it's just a pretty color. Okay, and it's a little warmer than the liner, but I don't mind that. Okay, I'm gonna put my glasses back on, my spectacles. When you look at it this way, it looks a little dark, but when I put on my spectacles, this is one thing that I always have to check my looks for, because it looks different when I put on my glasses. Okay, there we are. So it's a little deeper look, but I don't think that it looks as punchy as it does without my glasses. So some of this will chill down a little bit. I'm loving my blush of my cheek color from that Halo palette, and I'm ready to get to work doing some other videos and some writing today. So anyway, hope everyone is doing well. Let me know what you want to see on this channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.